EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle with their opponents. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks. Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And off we go from the Emerald Isle. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. As we get a peek at the former Red Raider and 10th pick in the 2017 draft, Patrick Mahomes.
Now, the meeting we had with him this week, that's one of the briefer ones we've ever had, isn't it?
Wasn't too happy after last week.
Not happy. Really determined to play a whole lot better, and he really can't play a whole lot worse. He's got to go out and show the team that the goods that he exhibited early are still there. Otherwise, he could lose the confidence that they have in him.
And hoping to get rid of that interception bug. So let's take a look here at the key inactives. And, Charles, I guess you get this late in the year, you expect to see some guys populating on this list.
You're exactly right. No one's happy about it, but it really shouldn't be a surprise. So the guys who are playing in their spots, in their stead, they have to step up now and make big plays for their team.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete. And on now is the punter. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. Leading the charge will be their quarterback, always fun to watch, Deshaun Watson.
There's a lot of good to watch in the game last week, wasn't there? I mean, he did throw 2 touchdown passes. That was impressive. And he's so close, isn't he? The 3 interceptions killed him and his team. That was costly. But if he just cleans that up a little bit, there's a reason for optimism with this team and this passer.
7 yards to pick up there. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch.
Taking it right down Broadway. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play there. Pretty good timing. He waited just enough for that post play to develop and laid it right in there.
And you know what a lot of teams do when they decide to throw a post route? Because it's a little bit longer developing play. They max protect. Bring everyone in, keep the tight end in, an extra back to make sure the quarterback has time to deliver the football.
Now they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Connor. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. James Conner, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Shamrocks have taken the early lead. Just power football there, down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Now for the point after. And it's good to make it 7-0. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it was a touchdown run by James Conner that was the exclamation mark. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
Well, you're impressed, aren't you?
I am impressed. That means 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
That does.
But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on these games. Look, everyone talks about every game's important. When you get to this time of year, maybe that importance gets quadruple. And that's where we are right now to see who can make their last run, their last push to get into the playoffs.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing now is Mahomes. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. He's got Njoku over the middle. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. We'll check on his status when we get back. 2nd and 8 coming up. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And that's incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for. But now it's 3rd down.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now here's Mahomes. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Leighton Vander Esch wreaking havoc with a sack. He is proving his worth defensively. Getting the sack here, that comes after being named the AFC Defensive Player of the Week for his performance in last week's game.
He's stacking games together, isn't he? I mean, you just mentioned what he did the previous week to be named AFC Defensive Player of the Week, continuing to play at that level. And when you get that kind of confidence going, those kind of guys are hard to stop.
They bring their punter out there now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
The open man here, Renfro. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Here's Watson. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. 2nd and 10. Again, it's Watson. He'll get that complete to Albert O. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Now Watson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much, and it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. picked off by Jason McCourty. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Watson. Pressure comes, and down he goes. He'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's 2nd down. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some big jelly or something like that.
So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. A shotgun snap for Watson. That's complete. Okuegbunam. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Here's Watson. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The numbers for Njoku from a week ago: 10 catches, 69 yards, and a touchdown.
And they think they have a matchup advantage in this one. They're going to try and find some space for him to work and make sure he touches the football.
Mahomes' throw taken in by Adams. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Mahomes now on 1st down. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. A gain of 6 there on 1st. On 2nd down, Ingram. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
They'll try to run for the 1st with Ingram. And he picks up the 1st as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
They'll run here with Ingram. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Mark Ingram hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Monarchs are an extra point away from drawing level. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line? Because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Dublin's offense now set to take over. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. But they find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Yeah. Can he put it aside? Let's find out. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 7-7, our score after 1. From the 30 on 2nd down. Watson on the slant. He's got Davis. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, Watson. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. 7 yards the pickup there. 2nd down and 3. Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Connor. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Connor. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Watson now to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Davis. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. On 1st and 10 is Connor. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. The 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? And he'll take this down for about 4 yards down to the 15. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Now it's Watson, a bootleg. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Sean McDermott didn't hesitate. They'll go for it on 4th. But he's got the 1st down as he gets it to the 8. They'll run here with Connor. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. James Conner with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Shamrocks have moved out in front. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the second time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it was a touchdown run by James Conner that was the exclamation mark. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Booker to return it. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. London about set to take over on offense. And partner, just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season, the playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early. But if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
On second and very short, Mahomes looking deep for Adams. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. This offense thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that, and what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially the skill positions. And then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit, let them catch their breath. Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
On first down, it's Watson. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Watson on first down. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Kind of an odd schedule this year. These two teams getting their 2 games in very late in the season. Their first meeting just a few weeks ago, back in Week 15, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Here's second and 10. Throwing again is Watson. To the sideline, locates Renfro. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline. As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Watson looks to throw again. And this is incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Watson. Caught outright by Renfro. Touchdown! Hunter Renfro with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Shamrocks are able to stretch out their lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. A try here for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So this drive spans 7 plays. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Patrick Mahomes on his way out for their next drive. He and his team, they have had a rough go of it here in this first half. Maybe time for him to put his foot down here in the second quarter.
Put his foot down and become a little more accurate throwing the football. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. He's trying to find a way to equal things out. And instead of it going to the opponents, get it to his own receivers and find the end zone.
Yeah, you mentioned those 2 picks and no touchdown passes yet either.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up the touchdown.
And that one going to be off target and incomplete. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Njoku. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. And they'll send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. On the return is Jones. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now Corey Davis and the rest of his offense getting ready for their next drive. He's the star wide receiver, and he's doing his thing so far here into the second quarter.
And how you get distinguished as a star is each and every week performing to a high level no matter what they throw at you.
Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Jadeveon Clowney, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign.
I think this defense, Charles, realizing the deficit they're facing, they're going to have to step up and make more plays like we just saw there.
Yeah, and those are the type of plays that can focus a defense because, as we know, they've had their trouble so far in this one. But they just proved to themselves that they can get to him, and I expect them to continue to bring that type of pressure in order to try and turn around their fortunes.
On second down, Connor looking for space. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. On third down, it's Connor. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. He can't get him down. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt.
This offense back to work now late in this first half. And with great starting field position and one timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Now Mahomes going up top for Kupp.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Brandon Carr. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Back out comes this offense now late in this first half. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here.
On first down, Watson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. From the 45 on second down, Watson dancing to his left. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it and run time, and he picks up a first down.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Now it's Watson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. On the right hash, it's a 4. And they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports.
All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Taking it about the 1. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
43 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. Now it's Connor. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's a handoff to Connor. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. From the gun, here's Watson. Renfro bringing it in over the middle. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To throw is Watson. That's brought in by Davis over the middle. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. On 2nd down, it's Connor. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone now, Watson. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. On 2nd down now, it's Connor. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Time now for Patrick Mahomes as we put him in our players' spotlight. So with the 3 interceptions, how does he erase those from his mind and just focus on this drive?
I think he may need some help from the coaching staff. Maybe the offensive coordinator says, okay, let's do a few of the shorter throws, quick rhythm throws where the ball's out of his hand quickly into a receiver before the defense can react. Maybe not take so many shots downfield just in case. Get your confidence back up, and then later on, you expand the targets again.
The KISS method. Keep it simple, stupid. Right?
I love it. I love it.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. Open man right side is Cup, complete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. A handoff. It's Mark Ingram. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 45 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Brewer, and he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
I like this focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
On 1st down, Mahomes. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 2nd down and 4.
From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They run. It's Mark Ingram. The tackle made there by Tack McKinley.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
From the 29, Mahomes caught right side. It's Lewis. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. Back to the running game. It's Ingram. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Mahomes to throw. This is caught. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Ingram. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
This is a tough situation offensively because down 3 scores, the field goal kicker's not even going to come into play here. As an offensive play caller, though, you know you have to take chances. This is a time to get creative.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. And again, it's Ingram. And he gets him a little bit closer. Straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think...
And it's caught. Touchdown. Cooper Kupp with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Monarchs have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Point after try forthcoming. He's got it, and the score's now 27-14. And what a drive that was. 16 plays all told. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to get this out to the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball. Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, a give to Connor. And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo. 59 yards on the ground for him so far. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. On the handoff, Connor. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop. Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. Watson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 3rd down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down. And now the up man has it. It's a fake, and he will not make it. They stop him short of the 1st down. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And as a result, possession switches hands. London about set to take over on offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. Throwing to start the drive, Watson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to, we'll step aside. From the 50, it's Watson. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 47. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. And now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. But thankfully, this is corralled by the offense, so they will, in fact, hold on to the football. Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
The fumble on first down now. Here's second down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Under pressure, they got him again. Tack McKinley, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues.
I remember throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. The offense on third down, they've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile. On the draw, this is Ingram. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory. Backed up, in good situation, it didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that on their play sheet the entire time.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. Looking deep for Adams. Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. And a really unbelievable play there on 4th and long.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Out of the gun, they give to Ingram. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. First down now, but that clock rolling. Mahomes. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And the lead will shrink to 6. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Now Deshaun Watson and his offense heading back out there. And the stats on the screen tell the story. A great start. This defense, they've made some good adjustments, so he's fallen off since.
Have to like what they did at the half, but you also have to like the fact that they hung in there. Despite the fact they had a tough first half, he was locked in, right? And rocking and rolling. They came out, made their adjustments, got their confidence back. Now they're causing him all sorts of trouble.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. Again, it's Connor. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Watson now to throw. This one caught by Davis. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So they bring out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. 39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. Mark Ingram now gears up to help lead this offense back out there. And there are the numbers. Got off to that torrid hot start. We thought he was in for maybe a career day. Not the case.
No doubt about it. It almost looks like a misprint after what we saw in the first half. But let's give a little bit of credit to the guys on our side of the ball. They went in at halftime, made a few adjustments, and you know what else? They didn't lose their confidence in their ability to play. Because a lot of times you get beat down in the first half, it gets ugly in the second half. They've come out with a new resolve and a renewed determination.
That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Mahomes. That's out to the flat for Ingram. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Mahomes completes to Njoku. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. Here's Mahomes. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
Dublin's offense now set to take over. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. Down to a knee goes Watson, and that should just about do it for this ball game. Well, Charles, we saw a comeback bid fall just a little short, but give them credit. They were able to hold on, withstand that comeback, and ultimately win it by the slim margin.
And bottom line, when it's all said and done, they don't ask you how much you won by. They just want to know, did you win? And that they did.
So for the home team here, they get the critical victory to move them to 9-7 now. And now they'll face the prospect of a long, albeit happy flight across the Atlantic. Meanwhile, for our visitors, their slim playoff hopes may have been fully diminished as they dipped to 7-9 on the year. And they will look to turn it around next time out. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.